Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversation. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
Don't see what's yours for the taking tonight. Ooh, show me your soul, baby. I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Can't you see it's way past time? How expensive do I have to be? And then I spell it out before you get it, baby. Show me your soul, and honey, I'll show you. I'll show you.
Almost forgot to put on my Christmas hat. And did you say I hit the wrong thing? Hit the same commercial twice? You know what I was doing? Texting Jason Cisneros to let him know. Or he told me, remind me, that's my guy. Remind me what? If that's your guy, remind yourself. But I did it. When Jason speaks, we all respond. Not. I'm just kidding. That's my boy. Anyway, he'll be along shortly. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Welcome to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments, the next to the last show of the year. And you remember from years gone by, look up in the corner, it's me, Black Santa. And guess what? Well, let me see, can I say it? Okay, since I'm Black Santa, you already know I ain't got shit for you. I'm just playing. I'm kidding. I am. I got some giveaways. I'm going to give away a couple things today. If you've been nice and not naughty, and then, never mind. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I know what it is. I'm excited. I only have to work one more day tomorrow, and then I'm done all the way until the 5th of January. Hallelujah. So you guys, how are you doing? How was your weekend? Did it fly by? Who's not done with their shopping yet? Who, I ask you? Let me see. Listen, do you want to say something funny? Let me show you something. Guess what somebody sent me the other day? They're like, we're at our Christmas party and look who's here. Mona Lisa after 4 drinks. That girl, look at her. That, it is funny though. You got to admit, that's funny, right? I liked it. I am excited and for a lot of reasons. what a year we've had. We thought, remember last year at this time, we thought we would have been finished with COVID. Remember? We would be over by the holidays. Then we thought, well, at least it'll be gone by next year. It's still here, but guess what? So are we. What I love about what we do here every day, Monday through Friday, at 8 a.m. Central, shameless plug, that's right, is that we fulfill one of the greatest promises, which states that where two or more of us, when we have the same spirit, the same mindset, the same goals and beliefs, at least that we believe in each other, wonderful things happen. That's the promise. So we're here to fulfill that. That's the Bella Purpose, you guys. You know what it means when you hear a show. It is a reminder that something you don't want to miss is out there. It's either coming from your side of the table in the comments, or it came from the guest, or even, believe it or not, me every blue moon. But when you hear it, just like this bell, the truth has a ring to it. So lean in. Think about taking it with you. Okay? All righty. Help me welcome to the show at this point. We do it every day. Here she is, my sidekick. She's my version of Ed McMahon. This is Lucy McGillicuddy Ricardo. We're even closer now that we've met in person a couple weeks ago out in Hollywood. I know for somebody's going, how can that be? She's dead. Well, not at the Wax Museum. She's not. We had a good conversation and we hung out in the kitchen, but her refrigerator door wouldn't open for some odd reason. That was kind of strange. Lucy, you got some splaining to do. So listen, this holiday show, I want to get it kicked off right now. I have a special guest today because I want you guys to be motivated. Now, you saw up on the promo, now in his 50s, which I can attest to, it is possible because I'm 59. This was 55. Get it? Check it. That's right. That ain't photoshopped. Wait a minute. Okay, but I'm showing mine first because I sure ain't going to show it after I show him. That ain't happening. And you'll know why. In 3, 2, wait, I want my time to stretch out just a little bit longer. Okay, 1. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, okay, yeah. Some people overachieve just a little bit. He lucky his wife is in the room with him. I have something to say about that one. Look, okay, right? Now, do you remember the comics when you were little, or I was, back in the days when we played with Nellie Olson and Laura Ingalls Wilder? Remember that? Remember in the back of the comic books there was a thing called Draw the Lumberjack? Remember that? You could draw the lumberjack and win some kind of an art set or something. There he is, right? Okay. Gerald Maragos that's a comic strip guy. But when you get comic strip guys made after you, you know you've arrived, right? Oh, I have one. There he is up in the corner. Shaking my head. Anyway, Gerald is here. This guy has a resume that extends and wraps around the globe a couple times. He's done everything from military. He's trained bodyguards for the Supreme Court. He has his own business. He and his wife look like supermodels, clearly. And yep, his wife too. So ladies, don't think, well, guys always age better when they get older. Women do too, and I've got one to prove it. And a whole bunch of other things. I want to know how he does it. And he's got some tips today to help all of us do better in 2022 and to remind us that it's never too late. He works with people of all ages. So this isn't his first time here. And I have a great mask that he brought me from, why did I almost say Ireland? From Italy a few years back with the Power of We, which, by the way, you guys, you'll see it in the break this morning. Power of We is back April 28th at the beautiful Stan Mansion yet again in Chicago. More info later in the show. So put your hands together, put your hearts on the screen as we bring to the stage Bomb Diggity Bomb. Here he comes, right? The incredible hunk, Gerald Maragos. Shaking my head. Hi, Gerald.
Good morning, Lauren. How you doing, brother?
Good. Look at you trying to be all cool and sit back. No, I can't stand you. I'm just playing. I really can't. I'm just saying. I'm keeping it real. See, I ain't one of them guys be standing in front of you going, and then when they get home and their woman or man or whatever is like, you know what? Well, did you say you were going back to the gym? You know, you caused a lot of problems for people. You know this, right?
Never. Just solutions. Like you.
Oh, I like Gerald. Tell everybody how old you are because they won't believe a word that comes out of my mouth.
Oh, they will, and they see all that gray. That's
Gray is in.
Yeah, 56, brother. Yeah, absolutely.
56.
56.
How do you feel?
Which day?
Right now.
I feel good. I feel really good. I got the tricks of the trade down. I've been doing this stuff for 35 years. So I feel like I did in my most of the part, 20s and 30s. Yeah. It's hard to believe I'm this old. No one will ever believe I made it this long. Yeah.
Why?
Oh, crazy life.
Well, we're going to get into that. I want to, first of all, say hello to the people. Tell them where you're at in the world. I know your wife is somewhere in the vicinity. Introduce her because we want her to say hello too. I know she's working. She hasn't been to hair and makeup, I don't think, like Gerald. He has a crew.
Yeah, she has a real job. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's in phenomenal shape as well. I'm going to show some stuff here in a minute when we go to your website. But say hello. Tell them you've relocated since last time we've seen you.
Yes, I was in my last 3 hits after I left Afghanistan. I met my wife to be, and she and I lived in Bloomington, Illinois for 7 years. And now I was up the street from you.
You were my neighbor practically.
Absolutely. Yeah.
When you came to Powderwee, you lived here.
Absolutely. Yeah. Short drive.
And now you left.
Now we left. Now we left for the land of sunshine. Yeah. We're
Arizona.
Up in Avondale, Arizona. Yes.
How you liking it?
Oh, it's so nice. There's a reason why we have a pool in the backyard. It is just absolutely. We spent the summer in the pool.
Okay, so wait a minute. Walk us through it. When you got to Arizona, you went hunting for your gym, right?
Actually, I did. Yes.
Okay. Did you guys go together?
No. I hopped in a car and had a list and started stopping. Yep.
So, okay, how did they act when you walked in? Okay, let's talk about your first day. Your first day you're there. Where people are like, what in the world? Who the hell is that?
It was so funny because it happens everywhere. I mean, we were just waiting outside of Black Bear Diner yesterday. The family getting ready to eat. A bunch of friends. And I don't know if you know Paul Soroka, the Poseidon. He's standing right next. I mean, he's no slouch. And people coming up right in the parking lot. I mean, that's what it happens.
So
usually I get it because of, but usually it's because of, the gray hair. And people by that time, they figure it's over. And then they see it and they go, you know what? It doesn't have to be over. I mean,
what's the number one question you get, Gerald?
How do I get like that? How do I get abs? And abs are made in the kitchen, period. Nothing fancy. Just made in the kitchen.
Made in the kitchen.
Made in the kitchen. Yep. 3 sets of watching what you put in your mouth. That's all it is. All it is.
How do you do it in the kitchen, Gerald?
Just watch what you eat. Eat well. Eat good. Eat well. Yep. That's all it is. You have to be about 12% body fat to have abs.
About 12%. In the average American is what body fat? You're doing that on purpose. What do you?
Males probably over 20, 22, 24, 26.
Hold on. Y'all catch that? Did you catch that?
If you go to some of the other
No.
specialty diners, you can double that.
Were you acting like you were itching something, or were you really just like trying to show a gun?
No. I had a little scratch.
You need to quit.
That's as far as I can reach.
Tricks. That's in the handbook that shows you when you're 15 how to get your arm around that person at the theater. Yeah. And when you get abs and you want to show them, you act like you're scratching your neck. Ooh, my neck. So, okay. We got a lot of ground to go. Wow. How big are they? Okay. I had Andre Rush on the show.
Oh, what a guy.
What a guy. Me though.
Yeah, really nice. Super.
You probably worked with him, huh?
Yeah, no, not yet, but I will.
Are you friends with him?
You know what? We missed each other. We just keep passing in the night. I mean, I was sitting up with all my guys up at the Olympia, and he was supposed to be there and hanging out with us. And he was late, and we had to leave, and it was just like, so, Yeah, we know a lot of the same guys. In fact, yeah, we hang out with the same crews, and great. I hear nothing but praise on that guy. He is just absolutely
crazy. Did you see him in my show opener? Hey, we were cracking up.
That is one large human being.
He is, but so is his heart. I gotta give it to him. I love you, man, Andre. I love you. So, Gerald, let's. Oh God, we got to get going because there's so much stuff these you do so much. Are you still working with the trafficking people?
You know what? I'm just waiting on a phone call from our friend. As soon as I get that, I'm there. I have all the time in the world.
So you're still vested in changing the face of that trafficking?
That'll never, it just like with Jay, it wouldn't matter what he's doing. He's never going to be unvested. You know, when the call happens, you don't have to call him twice.
There, I want my there.
It is what it is.
That's better.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, like I said, this last year has been busy, getting a new house and making all the changes and trying to stay in shape and eat right. And so it's been an interesting year.
Okay. Can I ask you something? Do you drink raw eggs?
No, it's not good to eat your raw eggs.
You don't do that in the movies.
Yeah.
Eggs in the blender and whip them up.
Actually, the reality of it is when you drink raw eggs, you don't absorb much of the protein, very little of it. You have to cook it. And even if it's just a little while, you have to cook it to be able to absorb the protein out of the albumin.
How many hours a day do you work out?
Hour.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
How come I don't look like you?
There's a lot. It's most of the time when I'm making changes on people, it's they're working out, but they're not doing it correctly. They've been taught a lot of wrong ideals on how to bring out what they want to bring out. Everybody's different. We're all different. So you just kind of have to see who you're dealing with. You got to find out, when you're getting into ages like us,
yes,
you're dealing with hormone issues, you're dealing with all kinds of things. So there's many facets to this whole fitness industry. It's not just, eating raw eggs and showing up at the gym. It's that's the fun stuff. The gym's the fun stuff, but it's being able to eat correctly, and being able to hold yourself accountable on that part, but not to a point to where you're not enjoying it. And this is what I think is the issue.
There you go. There's our favorite word.
They set the bar so insanely high, and they throw so many things involved, and it's just, how can you enjoy it? If you're not set in the old days, I used to teach people how to do their personal bests, and how to gain their mass and how to do all of this stuff. And it was like, I find out as you get older, I now teach people how to train for the next 30 years because it's all a mindset. That's what you want to get down. How can I?
You could take me all the way up to 90, damn near.
Oh, easily. But that's how it is. It isn't about setting PRs. It's about lifting and not getting injured. Because it's the same. We all go through our phases. When we're 20, 30, and 40, we're strong. We're healthy. We're all the connective tissues are there. And as you start getting down and your testosterone levels go down and your estrogen levels start going, I'm talking for males now.
Yeah.
Things just don't work right anymore.
Speaking of, so can you train women and men or just men?
No, it doesn't matter. Human beings.
Doesn't matter.
You're a human, you're good. Yeah.
Now, a lot of women, so let's talk about 50 plus. Can we do that for a second?
Please.
But also, if anybody, drop your questions in, because here's what, first of all, because I want to head towards the giveaways. I want to give away 2 things today, and I want to buy them from your company. Okay, so I'm hoping you guys have some kind of a starter kit for people who want to get started in a new year.
I've got the best in the world. Literally every ingredient in every product we have undergoes 3 microbiology tests for purity. Everything's 99% pure. So we've got some vitamin packs that are just absolutely amazing. All my pilot friends, they just go, this.
Okay,
There's
so
no-
here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do, Gerald. So if I said, okay, Bathrobe Moments is gonna invest $50 into getting whatever, because each person that wins,
Sure.
the two people that win might be different. Well, are gonna be different. So
Wouldn't matter.
if we
No.
donate $50 towards a starter kit for two different people for a total of $100,
Sure.
will you get them going?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, we'll
Please.
cash app you $100, and you'll get with the two people that win, and you'll get them going, right?
Too easy. Absolutely.
Okay, so I want to know who wants to do better in 2022 with your physical fitness. You know, what do you want? If you want to look and feel different this time next year, say I do in the comments, and that's going to get you inside the running for these two starter kits that we're going to give away before we get out of here today. So,
we both started talking about gyms, and we both started talking about fitness, and there's a guy, and this guy's absolutely, he's phenomenal. I count him as a friend. Stan Efferding. Stan Efferding is
Jason,
he has the vertical diet. He trains half Thor and Brian Shaw, the two world's strongest men, and he has so much brain there that when you talk to this man, he's just amazing. And he said something to me years ago, and he says, if you want to get in shape and you don't, these people that do hours of cardio, that's too much. Don't waste your time. That's just too much.
Yes.
What he says is every time you eat, go for a 10-minute walk. Just go for a 10-minute walk.
That's it?
Grab the wife, grab the dog, grab the wife and the dog, whatever.
Wow.
Just go for a 10-minute walk. He
Oh,
said that
look
will
who's
boost
here.
your metabolism. That'll boost your metabolism. And you know what? It just takes that much consistency to get to the next level. And that's all it takes.
This is a little off topic, but I got to ask you.
How you doing, Jason?
Because I got reminded when I saw Lori Whitney. She went whoop, whoop, when I saw whoop, whoop, 12th grade education. Speaking of whooping, who's the last person you gave a whooping to?
Me?
Oh, don't act like it ain't happened. I already know. Big guys tell me that sometimes people pick on them just because they're big. So, you think you're tough, huh? I don't know what that is.
I say please and thank you a lot.
Have you ever beat somebody up? In real life, not in one of your movies. I got somebody for you.
I was in law
Be
enforcement
pissing me
for
off.
29 and a half years.
Huh?
I was in law enforcement for 29 and a half years.
Yeah, you beat up a few.
And I worked overseas for many, many, many of those years. So I would say, yeah, few.
A few.
Few
Believe
thousand.
it or not, I did too, but
thousand.
it looked more like this. I won, though. Trust me. I used
There you
to
go.
be bad with those nails.
There you go. There you
I
go.
worked some nails, for real.
Absolutely.
Listen, Jason's here, and he's talking about I do. He wants to be in the contest. No fair. No. Anton J. Now, Christopher, let's talk about you met Christopher Casson before, didn't you?
I believe we have.
Skinny as a rail. So there you go. He's
I
now
follow him. He follows you and he follows Jason quite a bit. So I
Yeah.
get to read a lot of his
I know. I don't know what
very
happened.
interactive. Yeah.
Can you help a person without say Christopher wins one of these starter kits?
Right.
Can you help a person gain?
Oh, absolutely. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Absolutely. It doesn't, it really, when you're dealing with gaining or you're dealing with losing, it's basically you're dealing with the metabolism and either being hyper or hypocaloric. That is it. It is literally that simple. There's not a big deal to doing either. Although, it's kind of like the gal with curly hair and the gal with straight hair. One wants the others because they don't have that one. So the skinny guy wants to get big. The big guy wants to get skinny. So it's always
Right.
the same. Yeah.
We always want what we don't have.
Absolutely. So many of the protocols are the same, but then so many of them also are different. You still have to, the most part for my people that are really out of shape is they don't eat enough. They don't eat enough.
They let their body go into starvation mode.
and it just shuts down.
And eats up. Right.
Or
right.
they
That's
just
true.
eat the garbage stuff. It's so calorically dense, but it's just not. I mean, it's like trying to find what's the favorite one that everybody asks for. Do you have a meal replacement? There's no such animal. There's no meal replacement. There's no shake you can buy and there's your meal. Because if you look at what you're getting and the quality of those macros, you wouldn't feed that to your dog. You wouldn't. There's just, why would you feed that? It's been processed and reprocessed. And then how is that supposed to be healthy?
Then how come
you can make your own.
Like GNC are so popular? You laughing, y'all?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, when you got about an 8,000% markup, yeah, I'm sure they really care about it.
And they have some of everything up in there.
I tell you, I'll challenge anyone in here to bring too big of a bag width that they can't fill it for you. I guarantee you, if you got the pocketbook, they'll fill your bag.
Oh, they'll fill it.
You won't need any of it. You won't need any of it, but they will fill it for you. That's going to a store. I mean, that's welcome. That's how they make their money. I mean,
I want to ask you this. So,
whole food, Lauren.
Okay, good. Okay, we're going to find out what it looks like. So, take us through what you ate yesterday, starting first meal of the day. What'd you have? Tell the truth. Spite the devil. Tell the truth.
Oatmeal, eggs, sausage, and
sausage.
Oh yeah.
What kind of sausage?
I'm a meat eater. Pork sausage, absolutely. I'm a meat eater. Every morning.
You can eat pork?
Oh yes.
Well, that clearly makes two of us. Anyway, but I'm gonna leave that alone.
Muslim friends, I'm sorry.
Right. So, okay. So when you said pork sausage, how many, Gerald?
I brown it all off. I buy like the pound, the pound rolls.
So like the patty kind?
No. I smash it all up and I put it in my eggs along with green peppers and onions. And I throw my eggs in a pan and I put a piece of toast.
Do a scramble.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so you had
that. I do about 2 pounds at a time, and I keep it in the fridge, and that way I take about 2 ounces, and I put it in my eggs every morning.
Okay, so you had oatmeal, you had the scramble. What else?
And then I barbecued I think it was about 25 porterhouses yesterday, and I leave them extra raw, and then I freeze half of them, put half in the fridge, and that's what I eat. I'll just throw them in the microwave, and they finish up at a medium rare. There you go. Yep. That's all I gotta do. My breakfast takes the longest meal of the day, and
wait a
every
minute.
day.
You
every
said
day
20. I'm stuck on 25.
I'm sorry.
Did you say 25?
Yeah, probably a little bit more, but yeah, I'd say right around 25. It was about 8 packs.
Why did you make so many?
Because that's what I eat.
So how long will that last you?
Well, my wife eats them too, so
still,
we'll probably be done by Thursday, Friday. Yeah.
So you eat that same meat every day?
No. Well, yeah, but I eat other things too.
Now wait a minute. Most people think that when they're eating fit, it means chicken. And it better not have nothing on it. It better be boiled. I know people say, but I don't want to eat boiled chicken. What's up with that?
Seasonings are great. I do a lot of my beef. I do a Grecian beef, so I use a lot of oregano, a lot of garlic.
I do too.
Welcome to the name of Maragos. I got to live up to my.
Do you use salt?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, your body.
What is that? People tell us we shouldn't use salt.
No one does. No one says that.
What do you mean nobody says that?
Nobody says that anymore. Your body produces a hormone that'll keep you from bloating. If you are one of those, now trust me when I say this, all exclusionary, all inclusionary doesn't exist. There's always going to be that one that has a bloating issue and has to be low sodium because of whatever. Great, wonderful. You're the exception.
See,
There you go. I've never boiled a chicken in my life, but what I do recommend is if you want to eat a lot of chicken, go on the internet. I mean, my God, Google, you can Google anything. Google a bunch of different brining.
Brining.
Throw those chicken in the brine, leave them in there for a day, throw them on the grill, get them off a little bit undercooked. That way, when you finish cooking them for your meal, because when I would do them, I do about 30 to 40 pounds of chicken at a time if I'm going to do that many. Yeah. And then I just freeze them all. I've got 3 chest freezers right now, and I had more, but Arizona's kind of rough on them. And I only have 1 fridge. I usually have 2 fridges, actually 3, but 2 broke down. But yeah, so
I'm stuck.
Yeah.
I know y'all like, what's wrong with Lauren's face? Well, okay.
But the problem is you save money when you buy bulk. See people going, oh, well, you go to the butcher and you say, can I have a case of chicken? You're getting it for 99 cents a pound instead of $2 or $3. And so you can afford to buy double and triple what you would normally buy and actually spend less. So those
Gerald,
freezers really.
A lot of people are under the impression that eating healthy is expensive, more expensive than normal eating. Why is that? Is that an urban myth?
You know what? It really depends, I guess, how you want to eat. I mean, if you want to eat healthy, that means everything, to me. That means multiple different ways and kinds of proteins. You don't just eat chicken and beef. In fact, you were saying how chicken is great. Trust me, it's a beautiful protein, breaks down well. Taking it during the day is preferred because during the day, it's going to process faster and you're going to be hypocaloric for a little bit of time and you're going to start losing. Whereas in beef is a great thing at night because it's got a good fat base. It's going to last you longer.
See, I would have thought the opposite. I would have thought if I'm going to eat something at night, I should eat chicken because it'll break down fast.
There are so many myths. There's so many myths of food out there. Himalayan pink salt. Jason just said, hey, there you go. But what are you going to do for your iodine? There you go.
Jason, what you going to do for your iodine?
Yeah. So there's always pieces back and forth. I mean, it's just like the walking for 10 minutes, And if you want, if you're a busy person like yourself, there are plenty of places out there where you can call and they will make the macros into your meals and they'll ship you as many as you want. I've had that when we've been out to Las Vegas or whatever, and they're phenomenal. They're phenomenal meals.
Yes.
If you're watching what you want and you want to eat well when you're out and about, there you go. Perfect opportunity.
Gerald, how different is your outlook or mindset today? Let's say as recently as 10 years ago. Do you still practice the same way or does it constantly change as things get better or worse?
As your body morphs, so do you. If your mind don't move as your body goes, then you're not keeping up with your body. You're not 20 anymore. You're not 30 anymore. When you're 50 and 60, things break down. So then you have to start adding hormones. You got to start going to things that, oh my God, an endocrinologist. We never even heard of that word when we were 20 and 30.
Right.
Because you want to keep your hormones up to what they were when they were in their 20s and 30s. And that will affect your muscle density. It'll affect your connective tissue. It'll affect your heart. It'll affect your brain. It'll affect everything.
Hey,
because all of those, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for butting it. You see, we have your site up. And I wanted you, because I already know my audience. Some people are already over there on it because I pulled it up. So you were telling me before we got started today backstage that you asked me the question, what grade my supplements were.
No one knows.
Talk about that the 3. I'd never heard of pharmaceutical grade.
There's feed grade. There's feed grade, which is fed to animals.
Feed grade. Is it feeding time yet, Paul? That time?
Yeah. And then there's food grade. And the difference between food and feed is very small. Very, very small. Then there's pharmaceutical grade. In order to be pharmaceutical grade, it has to be tested, has to be certed. All my stuff comes out of Canada because they're the only ones that I think Australia used to. Now with that pandemic, I don't think they do much of anything but lock people up that haven't got their shots.
Right.
Yeah. But as far as Canada, it actually, your food grade isn't inspected at all. The people that produce it hold up their two fingers and go, a Boy Scout swear that everything's in there that I tell you it is. There's no label claim validations. There's no testing. There's just tons of binders, tons of fillers. Pharmaceutical right there, every ingredient has to be tested 3 times. Has to be 99% pure. And it gets certified. So, FDA, most people don't know, FDA certifies the jugs and where they're packaged. That's it. They don't want to touch anything else.
Talk about your wife and how is it that you guys came to do this together? Was it like a forced thing?
She saved me. I was on my way back to Afghanistan. I was on my way back to do the ground force command up at the embassy. And I met her at our 30th reunion. We hadn't seen each other in 30 years. And,
wow.
Yeah, by day 2, I knew I was going to marry her. Yeah.
So, but this fitness thing, we see you guys up here on the screen doing this together.
Everything. Yeah.
Do you work out together?
No.
Okay.
She works during the day.
Yes.
I go in the morning.
See, I do too.
Yeah.
I have to get mine done. I'm there at 5 in the morning because by 7 o'clock, I forgot I even did it.
Do you know what I'm doing at 5 in the morning?
I'm scared. Can you say
I'm making her breakfast. I've made her a hot breakfast every day before work since I met her. Okay,
wait a minute. Okay, I'll stop doing this. Okay, wait. Let's talk about that. Are you telling me you eat before you go work out?
Oh, yeah. I eat with my wife. Yeah.
See, I don't. I eat when I come back.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Sure. If it works for you. Probably could do both, actually.
Okay, let me ask you this. Because I've been wanting to ask this for 30 minutes, and I'm finally getting up the nerve to do it. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Don't play with me. When was the last time you ate something fun? You know what I mean? Like Thanksgiving. Did you have any dessert?
No, we didn't. We really didn't do things.
See, I can't hang with you.
Yeah.
You can't.
No. I love ice cream. I had ice cream a couple days ago.
You can have ice cream any old. I'm talking about some cake or some pie, holiday stuff.
I can eat that. Yeah.
See,
I like pumpkin pie. I like coconut cream. Yum.
Oh, like on Gilligan's Island, Marianne made one humdinger of a coconut cream. And I never even had one, but she always made me want it. I made you a coconut cream pie, Gilligan. Yes, so, Gerald, do you believe that when you're doing it the right way, because that's how I feel, I maintain. And I know that if I eat something, I know what I got to do to keep it right. So, because I don't want to be held prisoner by a workout routine.
Actually, once you get your metabolism out, you have no problem with that.
How do you get your metabolism?
In fact, by eating correctly. Oh. By eating, which ends up, most of my big guys can't even eat everything that's on their plate. They can't. Once they get their menus.
Well, I guess not 25
so much.
Houses or whatever.
It's so much. My big guys that are 300, 320 pounds, they're eating 7,000 calories a day. They can't eat that in whole food because whole food and junk food are 2 different dogs. You can go to McDonald's and eat a big old jumbo, or you could go to Starbucks and you could have how many thousands of calories are in those fufu drinks? I mean, it's crazy.
I don't know. I won't even go in there. That's like,
but you couldn't. If you were to eat a good chicken dinner, to eat 1,200 calories, boy, you would have to have a serious appetite. But the nice thing is once your metabolism gets rolling, I always show people, if you're gonna really dial it in and get a nutritionist, not at least every week, go out with your other half and have a nice cheat meal to reward yourself.
How often?
At least once a week.
There, now you're talking. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Because
hold on. Not yet. Wait for it. You said cheat meal. All right, now, okay, calm down, everybody.
What I find is that when people get so inundated in just doing it, oh my God, they're just so anal about it all the time. They're no longer enjoying it, and once it just gets they can't think of anything else but that piece of pie or that whatever. It's gonna fail.
I got a question.
You can't be in a menu that leaves you that wanting and think it's going to be long-term menu, you know. And that's all I'm talking about here is long-term. I'm not talking about the bodybuilder who's getting ready for a show. I'm not talking about the gal
normal people
who wants to get ready for a wedding because it's her best friend and she promised she'd be in this dress or things like that. That's short-term stuff. And then God bless them, no problem. But it's a different mindset than saying for the next 30 years.
That's like a rental car as opposed to buying one.
There you go.
You only need it for the weekend.
That's it. That's it.
So let me ask you something. I got 3 things. I'm gonna lay them out there. You can attack them in any order one, but I want to get them in before the top of the hour. Carbs. Why is it everybody, they say, no, carb is a pretzel stick. No. I know you can get carbs and green beans and stuff like that, but is it really wrong to eat a piece of multi-grain bread every now and then?
I just had one this morning.
See, me too.
Yeah. Actually, it's like with anything else. Let me, if someone's trying to jumpstart themselves into a new way of thinking, a new way of living, a new way of eating, having these little things that'll help you. Like I said, that 10-minute walk, a perfect way to get that mind wrapped around just that little bit of, consistency. And then you can go in and the next step, I would probably say, you know what, from supper on, no carbs. Eat carbs during the day when you're active. You need that energy anyway.
Okay, hold on.
But if you're me, I'm sitting my butt on the couch watching TV. I don't need all those carbs. And so I'll minimize my evening carbs because I'm not really using them.
So you actually eat carbs?
Oh, I eat tons of carbs. Absolutely.
You do?
Oh my gosh.
Like what kind? Name something. Is there a healthy carb?
Oh yeah. You got rice. You've got potatoes. You got bread. I love bread. Oh yeah.
Really?
I'm just not a big butter fan. Never been a big butter fan, but yeah, every morning I have.
I saw a butter diet where they were putting it in coffee and stuff.
Putting it in coffee because of your brain. Yeah.
Okay, what about this?
That made so much sense. That made so much sense to me.
People did it. That's the thing. People will do everything. Let me ask you this.
Lauren, I know you can come up with something a lot stranger that people have done because someone else said it was good for them.
Oh yeah. Oh boy. Do I ever?
So, oh my gosh.
Have you ever heard of something called MCT oil?
Yeah, it's a multi-chain triglyceride. It's usually derived from coconut.
Yeah, we put it on our carbs, like pasta, things like that.
Sure.
How do you feel about MCT oil?
It's a nice fat. The only issue that I have though is that people spend so much money on it. You can go to the baking aisle and you can get Luann's MCT oil. It just says coconut oil, and right next to it is avocado oil, and they're clear. They don't taste like anything, and they're like $7 or $8 for.
What oil do you cook with?
I do a lot of olive oil.
Olive oil, because I've been hearing people talk about avocado oil or coconut oil, but you got to be careful because it burns. So
does olive oil, but I use both of those in my shakes. What? I'll pour a tablespoon in with some blueberries. And then oh no, you can't taste it.
You put oil in your shakes?
What do you think carries flavor?
Sugar.
Sugar does, but fat does it better.
You asked me.
Fat does it better.
Really? I did not know.
Absolutely.
Okay, here we go. This is a good one. I can't.
We got number 2. Huh?
I can't wait to hear you talk about this. Okay, when you go to the gym, because you got them big ass arms. We already know about Jason. See, I should have pulled up some of his gym.
Jason's a stud. Jason is a stud. He's a good dude.
Gerald, I'm sorry. As much as I like you, he said the wrong thing. He said Jason was a stud. So, you know what? You can say that Jason ain't the only stud here.
Lauren, from when I met you, you are much more healthier.
Thank you.
You are.
I know I
am.
am.
You are doing phenomenal.
Thank you.
Remember when I
do.
gave you that mask? Yes.
Yes.
You were in pain that night.
Oh yeah, my knee and all that.
Oh my gosh.
Now I have a brand new one.
I know.
I love it. And I make use of it because I used it as an excuse for so long.
Yeah. You can tell. Look at your face now compared to the way it was.
How was it?
It was in pain. You were not comfortable.
Oh, how long you been holding them feelings in?
Well, look at
Well, you know what? It was a great event, but did you see his face? Man, was he in pain. Oh, okay.
No,
So anyway,
you are going to be there.
Let's talk about vanity muscles for a moment, if we could. Now, those of you that go to the gym, you know that if the guy does thighs, he's got on what's the nice name for him? Short shorts. You know, the guy who does shoulders and all this has the all the sleeves cut off, but then he may have a belly that's way out here like he's 8 months pregnant. But what is that makes people think you don't see?
It's lack of self-discipline. You know, to be honest with you, Lauren, you showed some pictures of me without a shirt on. You showed some pictures like that. When I'm in that shape is the only time that ever happens.
That you wear those kind of.
This is what I wear to the gym.
Yeah.
It
hides that you really
regular t-shirts
with that shirt.
I don't wear tank tops. In fact, I good luck finding one. I think I probably got one that was. I don't expose myself like that at the gym. I let those other people do it. And then
what are the coordinates of where you actually will expose yourself? We'd like to write those coordinates down. The corners of what and what? I'm just kidding.
It'll have to be written in a script somewhere, I'm sure.
Okay. We'll get started on that right away. I got another question for you for people of age. Now, this is the thing that I deal with, Gerald, and it's the truth. Like now I'm starting back to my ab thing where I do 500 sit-ups a day. 500 sit-ups a day starting soon.
Why?
Okay, because I got really good abs when I did that before, right? Just flat off the yoga mat. But as we get older, what about our skin? It seems like it's harder to keep your skin tight. What can a person do so that when they're moving up and down or whatever, there's puckering, there's loose skin. What can we do to keep our skin tight? That costs less than $1,000 a month.
HGH.
Eat what?
When it gets to that point, your human growth hormone level from your pituitary is taking a dump.
You're saying there's no hope?
No, there's plenty of hope.
Well, what do you do? Is there something we can put in there?
Go to an endocrinologist, have them test you, and then put you on an HGH regimen. Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody type that word in the comment.
I've got referrals for all these people. I've done this for so many years that if people need endocrinologists that are affordable and are very good at what they do, because there's ones out there, trust me, you get out, LA. LA. Boy, I mean, I can find someone out there that's going to make you spend $1,000 a month very easily on endocrinology. Absolutely. But most people can't.
What about this?
Well, JD's going to town. There you go.
She says I put coconut oil and hemp oil in my smoothies.
Yeah, there you go.
What are you talking about? The hemp oil?
Hemp oil too, yeah. I've got some hemp oil in there.
You do?
Yeah, in my cabinet. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
She's there. She's there. She did like 3 in a row. She's pro carb. She eats breads for eating.
Oh yeah, she's super smart. She's super smart.
She knows what she's talking about.
Yeah, she's a badass bitch.
But you know what? The funny part of it is you see people that are in shape and they eat all of that.
Eat all of it. So consistency is the key, right?
Totally the key. 100%.
Okay. 100%. Well, it looks like you got off easy. Gerald,
you did, totally.
No, it looks like Jason, you ain't got nothing coming. I'm gonna just tell you. You can buy yours.
But like you said, some people, we learned our eating habits from our parents. They learned it from their grandparents. Well, it's a different dog, man. I mean, my grandfather, I used to go out to his garage and I would see the Clydesdale horseshoes when he used to plow, when he used to plow his fields. And he used to take his big old slab of bread that my grandma used to make, and he'd put some lard on it, not even butter. He put lard, and he would salt it.
What?
Because of all the sweat he had and all of the calories that he plowing those fields every day.
Was he a big dude?
Oh, he's a little tiny guy.
Were you ever a little tiny guy? Remember they used to, Jack LaLanne used to have those where they kick the sand in his face and then he'd come back later on the beach and whoop that ass.
Even when I was small, no one kicked sand. I was a cantankerous little kid. But when I dated Lori, when I dated my wife the first time, I was very, very small. I went into high school. I was 4'6", about 76 pounds when I went into high school.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a tiny boy. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Now I stay about 2.25, 230.
How tall are you?
5'8".
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I don't stack it any higher than that though.
So what is the okay, let me ask you this. Are you ever afraid of if you stop you'll get man boobs?
No.
Because I stopped for a while during COVID, and I am kidding you, I had at least a C cup.
Yeah, it could be because your estrogen levels are a little elevated.
My what levels?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Welcome to life.
You think just because I'm gay I got estrogen? That ain't. I'm just playing. I know.
We all do. We actually all do. In fact, testosterone will aromatase into estrogen. So it's a very very, very common issue amongst people that most don't know about.
Yes.
Because it's part of the education piece. It's part of the education. We have all these hormones and most people don't know what they're for.
Don't know what they're. That is the truth.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about Christopher, because Christopher's the only one. Thank you, Christopher. See, Christopher ain't scared. He gonna tell you he wants to do something. He's gonna do it. So Christopher's our winner. So here's what we're gonna do. Up to $100. Christopher is 6'2", 157 pounds. Christopher, what is your goal? What would you like to happen over the next year? So we're gonna pour both of those up to $100 into Christopher.
Oh, nice.
All right. And Christopher, we're going to be following you. Don't be messing up the church's money. I'm just saying, don't get that shit and put it up in a cabinet and don't use it or try to donate it at the, We want video. We want to see you doing it. So Christopher, tell us what you want to accomplish. You want to gain muscle? You want to gain some fat? What do you want to do? And then Gerald, we're going to get with Christopher and help him accomplish that, right? Get him started.
Sure.
Through the Magnum Source family. And hi, Sherry McQueen. Where you been all morning? You slept in? Excuse me, Jamie? Who you been talking to? So what if I re-gift? It's still in the original package.
You busted. You just got busted, Laura.
I just wrapped something yesterday for a house guest that's coming. That I thought it was, you know how you save the boxes?
Yeah.
I say, because my parents-in-law, they always give us the same old thing every year, a shirt and a sweater from Brooks Brothers. I mean, I'm nothing against Brooks Brothers, but, I like my style. So anyway, I re-gifted one that I happened to find was in the box thing from like 3 years ago. But I figured the person can return it, even if it is 3 seasons old.
I just gave away 4 watches.
To who?
Lori's boy and then one of my clients.
I like watches.
They were those big Invicta watches, and I didn't wear them. So I was like, Merry Christmas.
Okay, I'll get on you about that later. So, okay, can I ask you something? So, Gerald, is there anything a person should, let me ask, okay, so before someone starts, say 50 plus, gets started, even taking anything, any kind of supplement, the workout, they're going to get started, they're going to join a gym or they're going to do it from home. Should they consult with their physician before they get started?
You know what?
Or no?
There's always that disclaimer. Every time you will see anything, they put a disclaimer on. I mean, legally, you want to throw a disclaimer on. Yes, but let me ask you this. What does your physician look like?
Mine, Dr. Latifi. She's like 3 feet tall, little Indian lady, but I call her the corporal.
Most of them that look at, they have no idea about endocrinology. They have no idea about physical fitness. They have no idea. I mean, you go, the last doc that I heard talk about nutrition, and it was to a friend that was a little overweight, and he said, you need to go on a low fat, high protein diet.
Low fat, high protein.
And I'm like, why? Why? It makes no sense. But anyway, that's how people think, because that's how they learned it back in the day. Remember when everything turned out low fat on the grocery store?
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at when that came to pass, and look at when obesity and diabetes rise, and watch the rise go together. They took off together, and it's not just because, oh, it was a good coincidence.
Oh,
it was because people, if they're not eating fat, are eating carbs.
Yes,
because those are the only two things that carry flavor. So if you don't have fat, you're eating a bunch of carbs.
Robert, I do want all the fat, all of it.
I'm telling you, that's why one of my favorite steak is a ribeye. It's got so much fat in there. That's where all the flavor's at. Absolutely.
Okay, I'm liking this. So listen, I don't know if you and Lori are going to be able to make it April 28th to the Power of We here in Chicago, but we would love to have a Magnum source table for people to come and see what you got. But in the
it's only like 1,600 miles for us to drive, right? To bring a Magnum table there.
No, you can ship your stuff. We'll have the table and stuff there. You can ship us some samples and stuff. Listen, what I want to do, though, now I'm going to get with you after this call.
Why don't you drive up here and grab some? Why don't you drive up here and grab some?
I ain't driving to Arizona. We made that mistake when we drove to South Carolina this past year. No. Mm-mm. No.
I drove 3 times. Back and forth, yeah.
I drove
the movie.
You and Christopher. Christopher might drive over to your house. Well, he's in Salt Lake City, but he would have driven from anywhere. Indiana, he was here until a little while ago, and I don't know why he moved out there, but he did. So I'm going to put Christopher and you into a messenger chat, and then when you have his thing together, you let me know. We're going to shoot the money over to you, and you can drop ship directly to Christopher. And Christopher, I'm not playing now. We want to watch this happen, right? Gerald, you going to help him?
Of course, that's not an issue at all.
That's Jason's homeboy. So awesome. Well, there you go, you guys. There you go. We have done it. We've gotten somebody aboard the train to a better tomorrow. Christopher Cassett, as always, man, you always jump up, step up, do whatever needs to be done, and I love that about you. So, Gerald, the proof is in the pudding, and
we make it happen.
That'll be my nickname for you from now on, Pudding.
No, it won't.
Oh, okay. Listen, thank you for all the wonderful, wonderful insight that you have poured into us today. I wish you and Lori the best holiday ever. And what, you got big plans? Are you staying in Arizona? Or you traveling?
No. We're gonna stay here. We've got tons of friends that I'm sure will stop over. I've got some relatives that'll be in the area.
Nice.
That I'll be cooking for, and absolutely.
Well, Lord knows you got plenty of meat. So
yes,
all those freezers. Listen, here we go. Magnum _source.com is the website. If IG is your jam, there it is. Gerald _Maragos.
And Facebook is just my name. Yeah, Facebook's just my name. So if you wanna get on and do some chatting and find out some stuff, absolutely.
I love it.
I think the biggest lesson that we could teach everybody is that you don't just pile it all on and think it's going to work. You got
to have a plan, right, Gerald?
You got to have a plan. Don't get just so inundated that you just are just feeling overwhelmed. Like I said, start with those beautiful 10-minute walks. Start with just cutting back those carbs at night. And then from there, once you get that and that becomes like an everyday thing, then you can go in and maybe get involved with I have some gorgeous knowledge of nutrition. I got some people that are very affordable that'll write entire menu plans for people. That's
Really?
simply, they're people are too busy to do it themselves. And it literally to a point where it'll say, you need 3 ounces of beef, 4 ounces of whatever. And it'll lay it out every meal, every snack for you. And
see, I could use that.
People think that they're, having to pay hundreds and hundreds and thousands of dollars on this stuff. And you don't, I mean, my nutritionist, the one that I give to people that just are like you and I, that just want to eat a little bit better, or maybe even learn how to eat better, it's like $50 a month.
Wow.
I mean, so many people spend more than that on just garbage. And it's just like, and the thing of it is what I always tell people, I say, save all those menus. And because they'll be made specifically for the weight you are now. It's not you go to those one size fits all, and you go, well, I want to be 150 pounds and you're 180. You start eating as a 150 pounder. Oh, you're miserable. But if you learn how to eat correctly as a 180 and then cut down to 175, 2 pounds a week when you're on a really, really, really solid menu and you're on a lost piece, should never be more than that. That's plenty.
That's what I heard when I was doing it. Absolutely right. No more than 2
plenty. People just want to do, I want 50 pounds in 3 months. And I'm like, oh no.
That's not healthy.
No. It's just like when they come in here, and they come in here and they say, we hear you have the best fat burners. Oh, we've got some fantastic thermos and different ways to burn some fat. Absolutely. But I'm like, how's your menu? I'm sorry, but there's not a pill that's going to burn off a pizza. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. No. So they walk out mad at me because I won't sell them anything, but I'll give them a card from one of my nutritionists to really get things dialed in.
And that's the way to go. Gerald, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. This was our next to the last show for 2021, and I couldn't think of a better guest. Hold on. There's my therapist. I'm coming. My show's running late. Hey, wait a minute. Ralph? Oh, he hung up. I was going to make him say hello to everybody. He goes, okay, no problem. So, yeah. They chased me down. Come back here, crazy. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, listen, I wish you guys the very best. If we can't see you in person at the Power of We, I would still like to talk to you about getting a table up. We can have one of the volunteers man it if you can't be here, just to get this great stuff in front of people. So I'll be in touch with that. Jason's my partner for this Power of We. Yes, we're splitting it down the middle. So really, really excited. And our theme this year is keeping our kids safe. So we're doing a lot to bring the attention to people from all directions about how to keep your eyes open and know what's going on in your neck of the woods as far as this trafficking stuff. So we'd love to see you too if you can come. But if not, have the best holiday ever. Thank you so much. Our best to Lori. And listen, you guys, tomorrow, the last show of the year, I'm bringing in the guy who checks you in when you go to the VA clinic. He's a really nice guy. His name is Fred Williams, and his daughter, Taisha, is going to be here. And they are here because they're trying to keep his son, her brother's clothing line above water. He was killed in a random act of violence downtown Chicago earlier this year, and had just started breaking through with his clothing line. And so we're going to try to help them tomorrow, a give back session tomorrow for our last one of the year. So listen, get out there and do what we do. We change the world one story at a time. Remember, don't write your story thinking you need all 26 letters of the alphabet. When you open your eyes, you're already something spectacular. You're already great. Just find one E and one R and take great to greater, bright to brighter, smart to smarter, and bold to bolder. I'm Lauren Michaels Harris. I'll see you tomorrow morning for our last show of the year, God willing, right out front at 8 a.m. Thank you again, Gerald. Thank you. I'm going to grow up and be just like you. You'll see.
Take care, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
And I'll be in touch in the next few minutes, putting you and Christopher together, and we'll get him started.
Thank
you so much, sir. Bye. Everybody have a great day and be even greater to everyone else. Bye-bye.
time. How expensive do I have to be? Need I spell it out before you get it, baby? Show me your soul, and honey, I'll show you mine.